Welcome to another edition of This and That, and thoughts about a serious topic. So many people are uncomfortable with death and dying. They're even afraid to say the word dead. Perhaps it sounds too final. They will say things like, "My mother passed," or "She passed away." Was this similar to acing a test? Does it mean that she was successful in leaving this life? Or they might say something like, "I lost my father." Was he at the mall, or did you forget where you left him? Everything changes or dies in this world. We have a lot of impermanence. There is a cycle to life. We come and we go. It's important to be clear about acknowledging such an important part of living. I wonder how much of our attitudes and beliefs have grown out of very old myths about our importance in the universe. I don't believe that life is inherently sacred. I do believe that it is important for us to be kind to one another, to have respect for each other. I believe that we need more humility and less arrogance in our actions and relationships. We need more compassion for each other. It's not okay to kill someone, but it is okay to die. When someone we know is terminally ill, they need our presence in their life, and we need to be with them to honor their feelings and our own grief. We need to be able to tell them how we feel about the time we've had together and to let them know that they will be missed. We need to listen to their feelings and their fears that they might have about leaving this world and their friends and family. Recently, a woman that I know was going to testify about right-to-die issues and the ability for someone to have a choice about their last days. She told me the saddest story about a man who was slowly dying of cancer. It was terminal, and there was nothing that could be done to save his life. The doctors gave him the option of starving to death. They would only give him water and pain medication, but that process might have taken up to 4 months, and the idea of that option was unacceptable to him. He didn't want to prolong his 79 years. He was ready to let go. He made what he thought was his best choice for his last day. His daughter was taking him to another appointment with his doctor, and she made a stop and left the keys in the car. He drove to a park, removed a gun from the glove compartment. He stood against a tree for stopping the bullet, put the gun to his head, and pulled the trigger. All of this was done thoughtfully and with compassion for his family and himself. But the police had to use a photo to identify the body. It would have been easier for him and his family if the doctor had been able to give him the choice of using a morphine drip to end his life. He would not have had to suffer, and his family could have been with him as he ended his life with dignity, and all of them could have been a comfort to him and to each other. At some point in time, it is good for each of us to face the end of our lives and help our families prepare for that last goodbye. I have come from the tall mountains where the place called morning lies. I have seen the glow of sunshine steal across the quiet skies. We have doubts about the morning when our hearts are black with sin. It's hard to see the break of day when we have no love within. There can really be a morning. It is born within the soul, and it will come to each of us when loving is our goal. Join us again soon for another edition of This and That.